What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back. And I do appreciate the support, guys. You would think every time I sit down and do a video, I wouldn't have to reconstruct something, but for some reason I do. But anyway, let's get in this story. You know, on my channel, guys, I cover a lot of different topics and things that affect us socially. One of the things is bullying. Mainly, bullying the kids and stuff. This situation right here, or this story I'm about to show you, is messed up because I've known people that have found themselves in this very predicament, walking through a neighborhood that you're unfamiliar with, or just on your way to school or from school, minding your business, and then you just get overrun by a bunch of teens or children that don't know you and take it upon themselves to be obnoxious with you. Let me put it that way. I'm trying to watch my language on here with YouTube. But anyway, listen. The story I'm going to show you is about a little boy, an 11-year-old boy, who was walking home on his standard route that he always walks through a housing development, housing apartments, where he was ran up upon by teenagers that he didn't know, who pulled a gun on him and forced him to fight them while they jumped him and recorded it for social media. That is some cowardly stuff, man. But let me play this video, and I really want you guys to comment on this in the end, because it's like no end in sight with the madness that's going on out here in the world. And what do you do when feral children attack? Check this out. We'll come back and talk about it.
Good evening. Only on Fox, an A-Leaf mother is speaking out after she claims her 11-year-old son was threatened with a gun and forced to fight other teenagers.
It all happened after school at an apartment complex off of Shadowbriar Drive and Richmond Avenue. Fox 26's Jade Fleury live for us at this hour in A-Leaf. And Jade, as you'd imagine here, this mother wants justice for her son.
Lucille Longoria says that her son walks home from this school daily, cutting through nearby apartments. But last week, he found himself the target of a frightening assault.
They had already put that gun up to my son's head. They could have, in a blink of an eye, they could have killed my child.
Last Tuesday, Lucille Longoria's 11-year-old son was walking home from Bootaweg Intermediate School when she says he was approached by a group of teens.
You see his gun? He was just attacked. Literally attacked, violently attacked.
Longoria says the teenagers pulled out a gun and forced her son to fight, leaving him traumatized.
He don't know these boys at all.
The disturbing video circulating on social media shows the fight.
And they posted this. They were boasting and bragging and thought it was so funny. You see how he runs up and he took a hard jab at my son. He busted my son's nose. They stomped on his head. I never would have thought this. He's walking home from school. You have to see this as a mother.
A-Leaf ISD said while the attack didn't happen on school grounds, some of those involved are current students and, quote, "We do not condone bullying of any kind, and we encourage our students to make better choices."
And what those other individuals did to my son is not okay. They need to be held responsible. We need to get them off the streets, please.
Longoria says because of this incident, she's working to move out of A-Leaf and transfer her son to a different school district. Reporting from A-Leaf, Jade Fleury, Fox 26 News.
All right, guys, that's the story. And that's messed up because that's out here, you know, on the outskirts of Houston, where I'm from. And my heart goes out to this woman. You see, she's upset. It was even hard for her to watch. And I mean, it's just horrific, period, just seeing your son being assaulted when all he was doing was walking home. It seems like nowadays we walk into certain scenarios that remind us of that TV show, The Walking Dead. Remember The Walking Dead? You could be walking down the street and just get accosted by a bunch of strangers you don't know and when they use you for entertainment, whether it's torturing you, feeding you to a zombie or whatever, you can be minding your own business. He's 11 years old. They got him, teenagers got him fighting other teenagers. See the one boy, did you see how brazenly he pulled that gun out in an open area where anybody can be in the window seeing him do that? Put the gun in the boy's face. Seen that? A kid with a gun pointing at another kid. You better fight. The boy dives and starts fighting the boy. And he's handling him. Here comes some other kids punching, kicking him, stomping on his head. He could have died from that. He could have died. How is that fun? What does that have to do with the growth and development of us, period, as people in society? Where the fathers at? Where are the parents at, period? Now, I don't know the reason why this little boy was walking home by himself, but maybe the area was deemed safe. He never had a problem. People get comfortable with their surroundings. You never know who you're going to encounter. But I mean, even so, he's a kid. He's walking home from getting an education, from coming from school. He should not be touched. And we living in a world right now where people are just off the hook and doing whatever they want to do. We should not be scared of our youth. We shouldn't. I remember when I was younger, there were certain streets you couldn't go. And it's been going on for a while. There's certain streets you were scared to walk by. You'd have to walk across the street and then walk and not look over there if you see some strange kids. And a lot of times it was a dice roll, because if they saw you and saw that you was being, not trying to look over there, they'll run you behind home from school. I've heard the stories. I seen dudes running home. They ain't had fathers in my neighborhood, so they was just left to their own devices, just running amok. That's why I'm going to tell you something. You see a lot of these young people now doing a lot of stuff that they think is cool, but all the while having feminine characteristics. Tight ass jeans with the butt out. Not caring how they look, but swearing they cool as hell. When they get mad, they get stiff and get all in your face like they can't get knocked the hell out. Clap their hands with each syllable when they speak. Move their hands like women when they talk to you. Man, it's like young males don't have nobody to look up to, or they don't have no type of, it's like the straight man is going the way of the condor. People think they straight, but they look like girls a lot of times. Jumping is a coward move, but that's like the norm. Yeah, we don't like him. I got a problem with him, but we all gonna fight him. No honor. This mother wanted justice in a desperate plea. Evidently, she must be raising this child by herself, because there wasn't no man there to give his point of view. Just seeing that took her breath away. Lucky this child is alive. And a lot of people might be like, oh, well, Steve, people get jumped all the time and stuff. Yeah, and they're lucky to get up and walk away. Tyree Nichols was jumped. He never got back up. See that? One blow in the right area at the right time can cause blindness, cause paralysis, or cost you your life. See, the thing is, these guys don't know how to punch and don't know how to kick in the right areas to cause maximum damage. They just doing a bunch of carnage, and they're putting this on social media. Look at us. Look how tough we are. All the while of tearing your own kind apart. You know who else does that? Chimpanzees. Go look at nature shows where people study those chimpanzees and stuff. They just turn on one and just tear them apart. Same shit. That's where I get the term monkey shit. It's monkey shit all the way around the board. And that's Exhibit A right there. Exhibit A. You wrote the gang up there. Bunch of cowards. All of y'all need your asses beat. See, the thing is this. Everybody want to do stuff like they men until they run into a man, and a man is show them what men do. This type of behavior gets more and more emboldened. That's why you're seeing a group of kids just running up in the place and taking stuff that ain't theirs. Or running down on the elderly person and beating the hell out of them in broad daylight and running off thinking because they fast and stuff, they'll never get caught. These are not friends of yours if they got you doing this type of stuff. Y'all all doing dirt together. Y'all not friends. Y'all just partners in crime. Until y'all get in them back rooms and start telling on each other and you realize everything that's grits ain't great. I don't even know what to say. But I will say this in closing. If we don't get this whole thing under wraps, and I'm not just talking about lawmakers and stuff like that, I'm saying us as a community, we need to start seeing and pointing out things that are intolerable that we will not stand for. When we start pointing this out and shunning away from it, then it'll start to slow down. Because nobody wants to be ostracized by their own people. But for some reason, it's easier to film something than open your mouth and say something. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.